So notice it says length of a tree, but length is cut out. There really isn't a length in trees. There's something called depth and height. So how I always remember this is that they're both two very different terms, and notice where they start off at zero. Height starts off zero at the bottom of the tree, and depth starts off at zero at the top of the tree. So I think of depth as a submarine. A submarine will go into the depths and it'll sink at the very top, or if it's on the surface, it's at 0 feet. And as it dives down into the water, the depth increases. So, well, just look at the overall tree here. We have depth of 1 in the first row, depth of 2, and there's depth of 3. The further it goes down and deeper into the tree, just like a submarine. Now, for height, I think of an airplane. At the very bottom, when it's on the tarmac, whatever, the height of it is 0, and as it starts to take off, the height increases. Now be careful, is that, notice it depends on where the tarmac is. So I know Denver's airport is very high in the sky, but still, when a plane first takes off, it's at height 0. So notice that heights do adjust on exactly where they are at the very bottom of the tree, and as we move up, well, things change. This is a programming problem. It usually pops up, by the way. So you'll notice one thing about height is that as we mature and move up in the tree, other than our, well, at different heights here, they may start off at 0. It's still at the very bottom. The very leaf starts off at 0. As we move up, we increment. The interesting part's what's being highlighted now is, what if you have two that are frankly not the same height? What do? Well, you take the one that's of greater value and now you increment it into the next height. Notice with depth though, depth starts from the top at 0, then 1, then 2. There's really no adjustments that we need for depth, but there is for height. So be very, very careful between the relationship between the two.